Right guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's a campaign video. We're using these settings, which are pretty hard, almost the most challenging combat, but I'd rather not go on it because I don't want to die. And I'm starting in the easy area, the deep water guard. So yeah, first campaign video, and let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is to just retrofit this craft. I'm going to quickly go onto this little, I don't even know what this is called, starting rib. I'm going to give it some repair tentacles and instantly retrofit the starting fortress into kind of a bare bones cheap fortress that I can then use to build one of my first craft. Right, well, I'm now refitting this into a material box, which, as the name suggests, is just a material box with some gatherers. And when that's done, I'll load in a craft, which you probably haven't seen before. Right, so that's now complete. Can now destroy the starting rib, spawn this in, quickly teleport to here, and then now with that 40,000 resources, I can spawn in my submarine. This is the Kingsman. Very creative name. And when that spawns in, I'll get back and probably start attacking this tile. Right, well, my submarine's finished, so I want to instantly start capturing. I don't know why that only just happened. And just before I do that, I'm going to quickly declare war with the Deepwater Guard. Oh, I see the insult button is gone. I don't know how I've only just noticed that, because I was about to insult them. But yeah, as soon as this tile is captured, I'm just going to go straight here and just blitz through the Deepwater Guard. I want to destroy them as quickly as possible, which is why I spawned in the submarine, which is probably my most powerful build. And I'm also going to utilize this satellite to capture this area, and then probably this area, while I defeat all the enemies with my functioning craft. And when I have about 30,000 materials, I'll probably spawn in one of my frigates from quite a while ago. Right, well, I just had the war message, even though I've already declared war, but they finally sent a force, the Felix bomber thing, whatever this says. So yeah, I'm just going to instantly fight it. I think my submarine should be able to take it down. It's got missiles that are, I'd say, pretty agile, pretty decent at taking down these kind of things. And of course it's night time, because why would it be daytime? Now where is this thing? I cannot find it. Oh, it's here. And it's about to be dead. Hopefully. Yep, it's already gone into an uncontrollable spin and it's dead. And this is a good chance to show you my submarine. It's around the same size as the previous one I built, but it's got 4 times the weaponry, and it can survive 4 times as many shots. I'm honestly pretty happy with it, mainly just because it works. But yeah, with that battle over, I'm just gonna go on to the next battle, and then I will return. Right, so I've just spawned in a squadron of bomber planes, which they're not great, they're just bomber planes. I'm probably going to use them either, well, most likely just as a squad of 3, while my submarine deals with more powerful threats. So these bomber planes will be used to take out smaller enemies, because even on like a higher difficulty, the enemy will still send smaller enemies, which I guess is good. Right, well, I've decided, since all my craft are here, that I'm just going to attack the Sinner's Outpost and the airship gantry, because this should honestly be a very easy fight to win. In like a test campaign, I defeated it with just my submarines, so with submarines and planes, it should surely go even better. Now, I'm going to leave these planes to destroy the Sinner's Outpost, because I'm pretty sure they have torpedoes only. I don't remember putting any actual missiles on them. And then I'll leave the submarine to tackle these, because the submarine actually has missiles. So I'm going to put the battle size at maximum so they will spawn in. And if I take out all their defences, then I will just capture, because I need the resources. But I'll only capture if I take out all their defences first. Now, of course, the one thing I was targeting with planes decided not to spawn in, but that should be fine, as I will likely one-shot the Atlas, because these missiles do quite a bit of damage, especially to a wooden enemy. So the Atlas is about to get clapped. Yep, it's all going perfectly. The Atlas is now pretty much inoperational. It looks like most of it has decided to fly out of its underside. So that should probably collapse and be too damaged. Not yet. Now, these planes appear to be taking damage, probably from the Atlas's flak, but they should be surviving this damage. And yep, they've made the great choice of firing their torpedoes at land targets. Now, I'll be surprised if these torpedoes still hit. Well, I wasn't expecting that. They didn't really do much damage anyway, so it doesn't really matter. However, the Atlas has now completely died, so that leaves us to be able to target this. And now my planes turn around and head for the Sinner's Outpost, which is slightly confusing to me. Why didn't they just target this since they're already here? I honestly have no clue. And I'm just going to leave this be for now, because I believe this cram cannon definitely can't see me. Although it could be able to see my little radar pole that I have sticking out on a little piston. But I'll take my chances of it not hitting me. So I'm just going to see if these planes are taking out the Sinner's Outpost. Now, I do believe the Sinner's Outpost is like in the water. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it decided not to be in the water just because I have torpedoes. Now, whenever these fire, which is now, they should do quite a bit of damage. They are mostly just warheads, since they don't really need to be very agile, as they are fired head on by a plane. But I'd still like them to do quite a bit of damage. And they do quite a bit of damage. Yep, this fortress has been one-shotted. Now, I'm not going to leave my submarine yet, even though this thing is about to get disposed of. Or is this the Seabird Cannon Fortress? Yes. I remember this thing, this little village, used to have some sort of missile cannon somewhere here, but I guess that's gone now. So whenever this becomes inoperational, I will just pilot my submarine towards it and capture the houses, because I'd rather get 10k resources than 100 resources. Anyway, I'm going to turn off all my craft, and now I'm just going to capture these houses. I forgot just how OP the minigun was. And just as that battle finished, there was a Corsair that just approached us. So I'm quickly going to attack out of these planes. Where is my other plane? Oh, it's here. Hiding behind that little bar. Oh no, that's just its health. Whatever, I'm stupid. Anyway, after this battle, I will just clone the material box that I have nearby, and I will gather from that resource zone, and then I'll probably spawn in my airship or my cram cruiser, one of the two builds from the previous videos. And one of my planes has been downed by the Corsair. I forgot that this thing had a cannon. Well, hopefully one of them managed to deploy its torpedoes. No, it actually didn't. Now, can this fire? Please say it can. Why can this thing not fire? Let me just pause this. I need to find out why this thing isn't firing. I am honestly really confused. Wait, it doesn't seem like this thing has a controller. Okay, missile controller. Maybe it can't see the enemy? I honestly don't know. Well, looks like I've lost this fight then. That is not an impressive showing. And I am still massively confused why this thing can't fire. Maybe if I fire manually it will fire? Nope, but these torpedoes appear to not be... I honestly do not know. I guess I should probably try and redesign these so that this doesn't happen again. Well, anyway, I'm now here with my submarine to quickly and effectively defeat the Corsair. Now, hopefully I won't embarrass myself again. This appears to not be reloaded, however, that shouldn't be the problem, as it will still likely take out the Corsair quite easily. Despite the Corsair shooting some missiles, this should still be an easy victory. And a stream of bullets has begun. I just realised that's the reason I lost the fight of the planes. They couldn't fire because I left the AI off. Now, I'm happy I realised that, but I'm also angry I didn't realise it sooner. That's fully my bad. I was about to say I don't know how it happened, but I do know how it happened. I'm a Mong and I just didn't save it. Whatever, these planes, I'm gonna go back to base to repair. I'm gonna move the Kingsman to the garbage patch so it can repair. Sorry, not repair, capture. And I'm just gonna leave these planes for over here for now. And I'm gonna duplicate. No, not scrap. Duplicate this fortress, so then I can repair it and move it to the fishing hole so we can have two fortresses. And my submarine is being blockaded again, this time by a rapier. Now, I believe the rapier is a small advanced cannon craft. I say I believe because I'm not sure. Now, what is this thing? Oh yep, that's just what I thought. This is I think this might be what you start with in a Deepwater Guard campaign, or Onyx Watch campaign, whatever you want to call it. But again, it should be an easy one-hit kill. Beautiful missiles. I love missiles so much. Now this may look all well and good, but if the enemy can see me, I will likely die, because this submarine is very frail. It has one, sometimes even half a layer of metal as armor, so if the thing it's fighting has any type of torpedoes, it likely will not survive. Now, it appears another rapier has decided to sacrifice itself for the Deepwater Guard. Don't know why they keep sending rapiers against me after seeing what happens to them, but maybe there's some sort of hidden meaning behind this. Anyway, at least the death will be quick and painful. Sorry, painless. Ooh, for a second there I was scared we wasn't going to do it in one shot, but we did do it in one shot. Oh, I only just realised the rapier had missiles. Now I've just been attacked by the Corsair again. However, this time I literally have all of my craft, so there is pretty much no chance that I will lose, unless I left them turned off again. That was very fun, although you should never make the same mistake twice, which is why I won't make the same mistake twice. Nice to see these bombers actually surviving some damage. Will we see it fire its torpedoes? Yes. Now, I doubt they'll actually hit the target, because it'll probably be dead by then. Yep. It is dead by then. And just as it turns night, the Corsair is defeated. Now, I've just... well, that's perfect timing. I'll start that battle in a second. I've just started loading in the Unanimous Corvette, which is the torpedo boat, or the torpedo gunboat that I built on my channel. And here I've started building the Constantine frigate, which is the cram version of the twin frigate, which I've also built on the channel. Now, okay, good. This is being blockaded by the Kingsman, which is very good, because the Kingsman is actually a capable vessel, unlike my planes, which on their own could probably still defeat a rapier, because I don't think the rapier is that great. I don't think the rapier is that great at countering aircraft. Anyway, this is the third rapier we're now fighting, and it's always going to be the same outcome. Looks like the rapier is actually going to do some damage for once. Usually it doesn't get that opportunity, as its life gets cut short. And again, just glorious explosive damage from these missiles. I was considering using frag, but this is just too fun to watch. Just a constant stream of death. Did I take any damage? Nope, 100%. Anyway, I'm not going to attack this territory yet. I'm going to wait in these two zones until my other ships are finished building. Then I'll meet up with the ship and attack this fortress that's somewhere in this area. I can't remember what it's called, but after we capture it, that'll be the end of the episode. Now it appears I'm being blockaded by an angry chicken, which is actually probably the first time ever I'm fighting the angry chicken, and I'm definitely going to lose because these planes have torpedoes, and the angry chicken is not a boat, so there's no way that I can win this. I just wanted to see the angry chicken because I've never fought it, literally never. Now, I'm hoping this has no way of seeing underwater. It shouldn't, but this thing is pretty scary. How much does it cost actually? 200,000 materials. Yeah, this might be a tricky opponent to take down. I reckon my submarine can do it though. I reckon it can. Yeah, I think I'm gonna not even bother repairing these bombers. It's just a waste of materials, since they only really work against water targets. Well, I'm just gonna end this battle before I die, and I might as well scrap all of these. Now, I'm hoping this angry chicken will target my submarine, and I'm also hoping this grouper isn't very deadly, because I also don't remember ever fighting the grouper, and they're sending an attack force against me. Well, it's a good thing Constantine has just arrived, because I do not see myself having much of a chance if all of these fight just a sub. Now, what am I actually coming up against? Going to call the Constantine in. It does use cram cannons, so it will be able to handle the rapiers. Right, there's 2 rapiers and an angry chicken. Now, I reckon my submarine can take out the angry chicken, but I do think this frigate is going to struggle. Against the rapiers. Now, I might end the video on this battle. I wanted to continue, but it is getting kind of late, so I might have to end it here, unless this battle goes quickly. But if we take a lot of casualties, then I definitely won't be fighting the fortress today, because I just do not have the facilities. And this thing has does it? No, it doesn't have missile defenses. It just have flares. But these are radar guided missiles, so I'll be good. Now I'm really hoping to knock this thing out of the sky and capture it, because I want to capture and transform at least one craft from each faction, because I just think that will be fun to use their own weapons against them. And something is AI dead, which is the rapier. I could try capture it, actually, just to get the extra materials. Yeah, I reckon I will capture it. Where is it? It's here. No! What? Are these magnet boots that kept me here? Well, anyway. Dream's dead. Doesn't matter. I don't need the resources that badly. But now, missiles are heading for the frantic chicken. Hopefully this can be the volley that takes it down. And it's dead. It is dead. Well, that went quicker than expected. So... wait, have I just seen that something else has spawned in? Okay, that rapier is still alive. I thought it was dead. Sorry about that. I was convinced this thing was dead. Well, it is dead now, to say the least. Now, how much materials did the frantic chicken leave me? 2k. Yeah, that's 1%. That is indeed 1%. Now I'm going to merge these into the fleet, leaving the Kingsman as the flagship. Good. And this thing doesn't have its proper speed. Well, I'm going to quickly go there to update its speed, so hopefully it gets there quicker, so I can actually do this battle. Something's flying, the flying squirrel. Okay, I need to pause this, reverse my submarine, because I don't want to lose this satellite. I know it's only 1,000 materials, but that's 1,000 materials I'm not willing to use. Hopefully I can get here before it gets fully blockaded. And there's also a Shrike down here. Now, this submarine should actually be able to fire at it, so I reckon I can begin the battle and be totally fine. Can it see the enemy? Yes, it looks like it can. Now hopefully the flying squirrel can't actually go that high and destroy the satellite, because I don't want to move my submarine all the way back there just to repair a satellite. Now my missiles are already getting thrown off, but this thing has killed flying squirrels, so it should be fine. Yep. Good. Good. I'm not even going to collect its corpse, because it's 70 materials, and that's such a small amount that it doesn't actually make a difference. And this Shrike is heading towards me. Now, I don't want it to attack my satellite, so I'm going to go down there to scare it off. Again, I'm not going to accept the blockade. And I'm literally going to use the exact same tactic here. Literally just shooting missiles from long range. That is probably my favourite tactic in the game, if I'm honest. Again, easy one-shot kill. Oh, I didn't actually realise these things were the same size, or a similar size. and somehow they didn't crash into each other. Now, I don't even have to zoom in. It's, yep, literally the first missile took it out. Right, well, the Unanimous couldn't quite make it in time. It was somewhere here when the main battle started. There was a rapier approaching me from this direction, so I decided to just drive in there so I can take out the fishing hole and the rapier in one shot. Now it would be nice to capture the fishing hole, because that is 60k materials. Well, technically 50k materials, since my material gathering box cost 8k. So this should be an easy win. However, I believe this will trigger the attack of the Prowler, which might be a challenge. Unless the Prowler attacks alone, in which case not so much. However, the Unanimous will definitely get here in time for the Prowler, so even if the Prowler's not alone, we should still win the battle. Now, once we take out the rapier, I will try my best to not fully take out that fortress. Well, it looks like my craft has a different point of view on this. It clearly wants the enemy to die a painful death. Now again, I don't think the fortress can actually see me or hit me, so I should be fine. And is it 2 damaged? Yes, I believe it is. It's dead already. Well, that's ideal for me, not ideal for the Deepwater Guard. But this fight is actually going surprisingly easy. I thought that fortress would have somewhat more protection, and the rapier is now dead. And we meet again with the River Rat. You can read this if you want. I believe this is just about the Prowler. Yes, to my own Prowler, your old pal, Captain Sal. Well, the Prowler, the Kalmar and the Corsair. You know what? I might as well do this fight right now. There is nothing stopping me. I reckon it's a winnable fight. I just need to wait for the Unanimous to get here. I want to quickly win this fight, and that'll be the end of the episode. And no, I'm not going to consider the blockade. Now, I have a couple seconds to get here. Will it get there in time? Probably not, but I believe this Corvette will still be able to participate in the battle. Yes, good. This is a good final line of defense in case our main craft fail. Now, I'm going to set the Constantine back. Is this the Prowler? No, that's the Kalmar. Well, I'm going to set it further back because the Kalmar does have harpoons, I believe. I really don't want to get affected by harpoons. Now, I could just cheese this and put this at like 10k so they only spawn in one craft, but that would be boring, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm not spawned in. Oh no, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Let me just pause this quick. Now, why am I not spawned in? This thing only has 2,000 volume, and this thing only has 3,000. I don't see why I'm not spawned it. Really? Did it really have to spawn in this craft? Can I surrender this? You know what, I'm just going to withdraw this. I care more about my submarine. I'm not going to sacrifice it for that. Anyway, now the battle can properly begin. Now I really hope the submarine will target either the Prowler or the Kalmar. No, it's targeting the Felix and the Kalmar, that's good. Now hopefully it can knock off those harpoons before the harpoons can reel in my frigate, because the Kalmar is pretty devastating when it actually reels you in. Oh, and that is some wonderful damage. That is really good damage. All this cramshell hit. Although does it matter since I am made of metal? It missed anyway. And the stream of death continues from the submarine. Now the only problem I can see is if my submarine runs out of ammo, which that is the only reason the submarine can't kill the crossbones, because it will run out of ammo and the crossbones will eventually hit it. So I should be able to win this fight pretty easily. I've still got full ammo access. Now again, I will capture if the enemy is disarmed. And did that take out my radars? No, my radars are still here, thankfully. The Felix is too low, so that's gonna leave the fight. Or is that the Felix? Yes, it is. For a second I thought it was my ship. Now, will the torpedoes target something? Nope, they're targeting the Felix, because of course they are. That is probably the worst possible option in this situation. But the Kalmar is low health and 2 damaged, and it is dying. And so is the Corsair. Now, all I have to do is somehow take out the Prowler's weaponry without AI deading it, so I can hopefully go and capture. For a second I thought it was taken out, but it's just aiming directly in front of it. And it's trying to hit me with its cram cannons, which will not work. However, it does have some anti-missile defences. But again, they are definitely not strong enough to protect against all these missiles. Now all I need is a good hit from the torpedoes to hopefully right. That, I don't know what that means. Okay. I'm going to turn off my weapons, and it's still firing. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to capture this, which is fine. It's less about the resources and more about the pride. And it misses me from point blank range, so it looks like this battle is about to be over. Okay, no. This is too good of an opportunity. I'm going on the Constantine, and even though the Prowler is still firing, it's gonna be a clear and obvious defeat. There is no chance that the Prowler survives this. It is too badly damaged, and with one more volley it would probably die anyway. So I've just made the executive decision to capture it. Now I believe I've captured one of these before, although that was quite a while ago, and I don't think I remember where the AI is. Is it somewhere behind here? Wouldn't be surprised if it was in this box. Yes. Battle finished. So now the Prowler's captured, and well, this video should be going up on Thursday, so for the video on Saturday I will refit this Prowler, make it suitable for combat, and I'll repair it and build it in the campaign. But for now, that is the end of this video.